Hi, my name is John. Welcome to another Vevor tool review. This time I'm going to be reviewing a floor jack, a trolley jack, a small jack for lifting up vehicles. I've had 50 years in the motor trade and I've used lots of jacks. I'm now semi-retired and I need a little jack for home for doing work on my own cars. I had a puncture the other day and I used a little scissor jack in the car. To be honest, it was absolutely dangerous. So I've asked Vevor to send me a middle-sized jack. I'm going to do a review on that. Before we get started, I want to make one or two things perfectly clear. I don't work for Vevor. I'm not getting paid to do this. What I get is to keep the jack or keep the product. What you'll get here is an honest and fair review. There is links in the end of the video if you happen to buy one of these from Vevor using my link. In fact, buy anything using my link, I do get a small amount of commission. Not fortunes, but it's a little bit, and it all helps us to make more and better videos. That being said, we'll get the box open, have a look, see what we've got. That's the jack there, rated at 2.5 tonne. It's got a good lifting ability, it lifts up to 380. The minimum height's 85, so it should go under a car with a flat tyre. One thing with these jacks is that for lifting things up, you don't work under it, ever. You lift it up and you put an axle stand in. It comes well packaged. Vevor are definitely getting better with their packaging. It used to be terrible. They're obviously spending a little bit more time now. Set of instructions. You might think, why don't I need instructions? They're always worth reading. Obviously the jack handle. Two-part jack handle, quite a big one. It's got a lifting handle and it's not a bad lift. One arm, 15 kilograms I think I said it was. The jack comes fully assembled, as I've mentioned. It's got a nice balance to it. Easy lifting handle. Metal wheels and a nice little rubber protector that goes onto the jacking point of your car. Fits into there. There's a little valve on the end. Close the little valve off with a supplied handle. The handle actually locks into there so you can drag the jack around. Simply pump it up. Right, so it's got a decent lift, there's nothing the matter with that. It's all fully welded, boxed in. Looks like 4mm plate, possibly 5mm plate there, certainly 5. 4mm frame, quite substantial. Simple to let down. You can stop it at any point, obviously. There's a little point there for topping the oil up, but you shouldn't need to top it up. Once it's working, that's it. What more can I say? I think we'll go outside and jack my car up with it. It could be jacked on the sill on the jacking point, or you could jack it under the subframe. A handle long enough to push it in under something really strong. That's the corner of the subframe there. That's a really strong part of the car, the front subframe mounting point. Don't forget, you don't go under there unless it's supported on an axle stand. Put a spare wheel on the other side, anything to give you a little bit of protection. If the ground was soft, you need a piece of wood to put the jack on, but it's lifting that, no problem at all. And this is not a light car. Come to let it down. It's really controllable, nice, slow. Nothing wrong with that. That's the factory jacking point on the sill, and that little rubber block trips into there to stop you damaging the paintwork, and you jack up underneath there. I'm sure you'll agree this little jack does everything it's supposed to do. It jacks up cars safely and efficiently with very little effort. Don't forget, you don't go under the jack without an axle stand or a block of wood to support the car. You don't want to trust your life or your leg to a little O-ring that could possibly fail. If you do buy one of these jacks from Vevor, in fact if you buy anything from Vevor using my link, I do get a small amount of commission. Anyway, thanks for watching.